Hello, machine. I'm coming at you live from inside of this sleeping bag. It's very, very cold last night. Not in the bag. Inside the bag, it could be a bit warmer, but it's very, very cozy. I cannot stress enough. Because there have been some nights where I've been like, I don't want to fold the sleeping bag all up in the morning. I don't want to blah, blah, blah. I don't want to make a tent. Nowadays, I haven't even put the tent up in a long time. Just put the sleeping bag on the fucking floor and say, fuck it. But there have been nights where I have braved the elements and tried to sleep without the bag. Absolutely not going to happen. I'll just stay up all night. Maybe I'll fall asleep like laying halfway on my fucking skateboard for like an hour until the fucking hypothermia shakes my ass awake. So sleeping bag, great investment. If you're a homeless person, go get one right fucking now. If you don't have any money, go get yourself, I mean, if it's like a cold place, I don't know, go get yourself one of them. Go get yourself a sheet of paper or whatever and like a pen and go fucking panhandle and write it on the sign. Just need a sleeping bag. Don't even fuck the money. Literally, absolute game changer. You can take your socks off. You can fucking, I don't know. You can fucking close it up like a cocoon. Get real comfortable. Anyway. The sun has not really come through those clouds quite yet. I don't think it will until maybe 3 or 4 p.m. And hold on, we'll turn the camera around. There's snow on the bluff, if that's what it's called. It's pretty interesting to see that because just like 2 days ago that no snow on that mountain. So it's pretty interesting to see like I was like watching the clouds literally drop all that snow off onto that mountain range yesterday because I haven't fucking moved in days because I've been waiting on my goddamn Amazon package, which officially is not coming. The message on the app says your package appears to be lost or some dumb shit like that. I don't know where I took him all this. Ooh, I'm letting that Amazon package go. Because it's okay. Because I didn't need to be wandering all around the goddamn city of Colorado Springs for days and days anyway, with nowhere to go. Is it smart to get comfortable in the place that I'm at right now? I don't really know. It's just an empty dirt field next to a car dealership. I think I got a video of the soundbite yesterday. They didn't play it as much as usual, or maybe it's, I know that if I get all the way inside the bag and like cover my head with it, really can't even hear the shit going on out there. Fucking huge pimples in the middle of my forehead, whatever, probably from this hat. I thought yesterday was the 24th. I guess technically today is the 24th, like probably 9 a.m. So my bus ticket out of here is tomorrow, not today. So I have one more day to hang out in Colorado Springs. Technically 2, I guess. And then we're busing out to Sterling. And then we're doing whatever the hell. Yeah, when I was walking around yesterday to go get my charger off the thing, look at this right here. This is ice. This is actual ice I just pulled off of my... You can't see that shit. Anyway. There's like frost. There was frost all over like my sleeping bag and like my shoes and all that stuff. So it's really interesting to see that. And then like get inside the thing and you're cozy as a fucking... try to think of something that rhymed. You're cozy as a Cozy? I don't know. You're cozy enough for dozing. Whatever, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't think it's supposed to get too warm today. Or at all for the rest of the fucking year. Out here. But that's the thing about being a traveling freak show. Is that you can follow the weather. A lot easier with a car, but we're gonna test that out. We really are. We're gonna find out how much of a challenge it'll be for real. Because I think I can do it. This area is becoming popular. I think there was a guy over there on the asphalt, on the actual lot, right there. On the other end of that fence, it's only like half a fence on that lot, and then the other end is just open asphalt. So there was a guy sleeping on the corner of that fence, on the ground, with just like a regular blanket. He's coughing a lot. It just sounded, I don't know. I can't speak for them, but I'm pretty sure that they were freezing their fucking ass off last night. For all I know, that motherfucker's dead over there. It's hard out here. It's rough. It's hard being homeless. It's hard not having money. It's hard not having anything, any objects as a homeless person. So, I talk to a lot of people. Normally, if I just sit somewhere, especially like nearby a sidewalk or a store, for even like 2 hours, not even like 2, but even like a couple of hours, somebody will come to talk to me. Like, we'll stop everything, we'll cross the street. And it's so funny because, like, if I'm walking down the street and somebody's coming down the other end of the street, they'll like basically run away. They'll go to the other one and they'll avoid me, this or that. But if I'm just like sitting completely still, basically like on some Buddhist shit, man, it's almost as if there's like a beacon, like a beacon coming down from the sky onto me, showing the world like, this is the guy, this is the side mission, this is the dude you're supposed to talk to. They usually bring gifts, man. I'm telling you. Out here in Colorado, man, a lot of people will just give you weed. Like, you don't even have to ask. You don't have to panhandle or anything. I'm just speaking for me. For myself, I might be luckier just standing there, just sitting there, not panhandling, no sign or anything. People will come and give you fucking weed, dude. Homeless people, regular people, fucking whatever. A lot of times they'll be like, yeah. A lot of times the homeless people, they'll be like, yeah, I was panhandling. Somebody gave me a bunch of weed. I want to give it to some of it to you. Smoke weed with them on the corner. It's great. I don't know. I know nobody watches these fucking videos, but if you do, I don't know what you make of my weed habit. My family thinks that I'm a fucking dope fiend who is deserving of all of my suffering because I have succumbed to the devil's lettuce. Personally, I think it's just a cool little vegetable. A nice little plant. This hat is a piece of shit that you can burn up and have a good time with strangers, with yourself, with your friends. So I've been having a great time with that. They bring you whatever. Bring you clothing, blankets, food, a lot of food. A lot of people will just give you food. Every now and then money. I've had somebody give me money before. Just sitting there. I didn't ask. $3. Actually, now I remember I had the other person give me $2. Never asked. My tent was given to me by a stranger. Kind of adds a lot of weight to the operation. I won't look my horse in the mouth. That horse has a very pretty smile. I haven't set it up lately though. It's been very windy. It's pretty high profile, and this area, I wouldn't say it's like urban, but you know, I'm right behind, technically above a Home Depot. I'm surrounded by car dealerships and dispensaries and whatnot. A couple of parks. I don't know. I could set it up. The thing is, if I were to really look for a good spot to set up the tent, I would find somebody else with a tent and a bunch of people with tents, and I would probably run into a community. I'm really trying to avoid. I love hanging out with strangers in the daytime. At night, you need to leave me alone. We're not going to become friends. We're not going to hang out, have sex. We're not going to fucking whatever. I met a guy the other day. He's super like obsessed with having sex. I guess all he was talking about, like, how, and he was like really, really sad because like these like two homeless girls, I guess, like, one, they don't have phones, so it's hard for them to keep in contact with each other. So he's been like roaming around the whole area trying to find them, one of them to have sex with. And it's like, there was one moment in the conversation where he coughed like into his hand, and then he grabbed the biggest fucking wad of mucus ever. Literally ever. Huge fucking pile of snot. Grabs it out of his mouth, in his hand. He might have put his hand in his mouth. And then just launches it forward. Doesn't even like think about it. It was the most disgusting shit I've ever seen. It was hanging off of like a log. And it literally just hung there all day until it dried. And it was just like, it was so disgusting. It never skipped a beat. I look at his hands. Dude, let me tell you something. And I'm not speaking down on homeless people. We all have our problems, you know. But let me tell you something. I've been homeless for 3 years. Never once, okay, have I allowed my hands to get dirty. Look at my hands. Clean as fuck. You could eat off of them. Right? Shouldn't you? Shouldn't you want to do that? Shouldn't you want to be able to like pick your nose or dig something out of your eye without putting something else in there? So I always carry hand sanitizer. I usually have hand wipes. And above all else, I wash my fucking hands. Dude, you were trying to have sex with 2 other homeless women. He said he does all drugs. The first thing he said when he came to me, he stopped his bike. His bike has one fucking wheel. They have 2 wheels. One of them doesn't have any rubber. The front one doesn't have any fucking rubber. So it's like super rattly and like shitty and fucked up. And I don't even know how you can sit up the hills, frankly. First thing he says to me, he's like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, dude?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't know. I'm chilling, looking for drugs." I was like, "Bro, I only smoke weed." He told me he does every single drug. He hasn't been able to, you know, get shot in days, this and that. And it's like, man, that sounds like really time consuming, really energy consuming. You gotta run around, search around for a bunch of drug dealers. You don't even have a cell phone, so it's like, it makes it really hard to just like hit your guy up. He connects. It's crazy. Other day, a lady came by, and the night before that, I'd actually given her. She was walking by me while I was chilling I wasn't sleeping in the bag that night, so I basically was up all fucking night. And she walked by me late at night, kind of scared me, but, you know, I didn't get up. And she kept coming down the sidewalk. I said, "Hello, how you doing, blah, blah, blah." Talked for a bit, gave her some cookies. She went on her way. I wonder if he fucked her. Gross. No, she wasn't a gross woman. Anyway. The next day, while I'm at 7-Eleven, the first day that my package was supposed to be delivered, it will not be, clearly. I see her again as I'm talking to some other guy, and she like very slowly like waddles up to me and like She's like kind of hesitant. She's like going to her bag, like looking for like some money. She's like, I'm trying to get some clear. I don't really know what clear is. I think it might be meth. Because I know it's not blue in real life. And yeah, I'm just like, I don't sell drugs. Do I look like I sell drugs? I remember asking the guy I was talking to. I was like, do I look like I sell drugs? I had something else on. I didn't have this coat on. This sweater. I just have my regular. I'll show you. I get in the costume so that you can really tell me. Okay, minus the black, like fuzzy sweater on the top. Just regular coat. You tell me in the comments below. Do I look like a fucking drug dealer? Do I look like I got clear for you? What the fuck? Anyway, I gave him some weed. But I didn't have him buy it. Okay? Big difference. We smoked some weed. The only reason I said that, the point of that was to say, your hands. You have to wash your hands. Especially if you're trying to have sex with, that was the big point. Especially if you're trying so hard to have sex with women. I'm like, what the fuck kind of women are you having sex with? And I told him straight up, oh yeah, I haven't really had sex in like 3 fucking years. Maybe like 2.5. 3. Where he's like, oh, I feel really bad for you. It's like, dude. Thanks. 1, I didn't tell him. 1, it's a choice. I'm celibate by choice. I guess I did tell him. I didn't use those words. I said, I've never wanted to mix homelessness and dating. Never. I've always known that would be a disaster. I've always known, frankly, that. And listen, this isn't misogynist. I've always known, frankly, that the women would be pretty low quality. Bunch of, yeah, that's as much as I'll say. The dating pool would not be as high quality as those who have homes, and that I personally, even though I'm homeless, I don't want to pin my problems onto somebody else. I don't want to adopt your conflicts, especially if all those conflicts are centered around homelessness. Just way too much. I've always wanted to just be alone throughout this whole thing, especially since I've started traveling around the country. It's just like, no way. I don't want to have sex with a bunch of homeless people, especially not 2. I don't even worry about having sex with 2 different homeless women at the same time. Neither of which I can find because I don't have a phone. And the points, most importantly, with the dirtiest fucking hands I've ever seen. This dude's hands were like covered in fucking scum. They're like black and like dirty as fuck, and like just absolute filth all over your fucking hands, including snot, which you just pulled out and threw. Not all of it, because that's not how snot works. And it's like, okay, what about foreplay, dude? Like, don't you put your fucking hands inside of her fucking thing and don't you do the whole thing? Don't you, like, you just put it in there? I'm pretty sure your dick probably ain't all that clean either. I don't know. I'm just talking. Actually, I'm not just talking. I'm judging. I'm being a nasty, disgusting piece of shit, and I need to stop. If you're watching this video, wash your fucking hands. If you be using the bathroom, especially like if you like taking a shit and you don't fucking wash your hands, like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, I see people do that kind of stuff at like the gym a lot, and it's like you just go and touch literally every single thing, as many things as your body can physically handle touching. Right? And so your muscles collapse. You literally touch so many fucking things in public all the time. You fist bump people, you handshake, you fucking touch my pipe, and you don't ever wash your hands. I understand homelessness is difficult. It's difficult even getting inside of a building, frankly, when you have all this shit. He didn't have much shit. He just had a bike and 2 backpacks. But I don't know. It's not impossible to wash your hands. That's what I'm saying. It's not fucking impossible. It's hard. It can be difficult. It can be a challenge. Hell, maybe every now and then you might as well skip it. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I go over there into the bushes to take a piss, okay, I only use hand sanitizer. Fucking crucify me. Okay, at least I'm doing something. Do these look dirty? I don't let my hands get dirty. It's disgusting. You know, it'll really just get you unorganized so quickly. Like, it's like walking around with your backpack open. It's like walking around without folding up this sleeping bag and just like draping it around your shoulders. You let yourself get sloppy, disorganized, disheveled. You start falling apart. It's like, man, do better for yourself. You have to reclaim whatever amount of dignity you can in this kind of lifestyle, or you'll really you'll only sink further. But anyway, I'm going to stop judging and projecting and all that right now. Heard something on an intercom. It's Monday. Everybody's getting back to life, getting back to work. Today I need to go to the library and print off my bus ticket, as well as my insurance card for the car that I don't have anymore. Maybe I'll answer the phone. I just really don't know right now. It's difficult to answer the phone and talk to people who completely don't understand your life or where you're coming from or what you got going on, or it's really difficult to talk to people who are proud of me, of which there are not very many. But, you know, my sister, my older sister, she's a very I don't know if I could say she's very proud of me. You know, my conversations with my sisters, with my sisters in general, my older sister is the one that usually calls. It's different. It's different than one that I would have with my mother, one that I would have with my father. Far less, you know, incendiary and, oh, this is your fault and that's your fault and this and that and blah blah blah. Far less judgmental. My grandfather, he is just unbelievably supportive, and like the last time I talked to him, I still had my car, I had just got a job. Oh my God, he was so proud. I'm getting like teared up. He was so fucking proud of me. He was like, he's really, really happy to hear all that good news in my life. And just a couple weeks later, now I can't even answer the phone because it's like, I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you that I live fucking outside in a sleeping bag on the ground. I don't want to tell my mother because she's going to panic. I don't want to ask the family for help because, frankly, above all else, there's not much you could do to help me. There's not much you can do to help me. And whatever you could do to help me is completely out of the ballpark. Anyway, to begin with. So it's like, I just want to get through it. Be silent, get through it. I do think I should talk about it. But I'm talking about it right now. Frankly, as fucking crazy as it might seem, this is a more... And I'm not saying that conversation with another person isn't worth anything, but this conversation that I'm having right now, like, will never disappear. Will never go away. I'll forget it. Every single thing that I've said, I already have. But I'll be able to remind myself. I'll be able to take a perfect look into a time in the past. This conversation that I'm having right now has more value to me. It carries more. It holds more. It conveys more. It does so very deeply. There's no negative feedback to discourage me from continuing. I actually posted a video yesterday, and I thought I got a love comment, but I think it's actually just a bot. Whatever though. Every now and then I get a hate comment. I actually, one, I'll be lucky to get a goddamn hate comment. Get anything at all. I've always thought that those would be very upsetting. Nah, don't care at all. It's funny. It's actually a lot more entertaining than the good ones. Now, I'm not saying, please do not change my opinion on that by becoming a fucking evil troll who just blows my phone up with a bunch of negativity every day. Not what I'm saying. What am I saying? Not much. It's time for my day to start. This is a 22-minute video, so I probably won't edit it too much. Actually, I have to add in those other 2 or 3 videos that I just took. And maybe I need to start uploading in 1080p or 420 or 240. So it doesn't take so long, take as much data, take as much time. Yeah. So, thanks for coming by. Smash that fucking like button. Subscribe. Comment something. I'm gonna tell you what to comment. Comment something though. Share it with your grandma and all them. Appreciate what you have in life. Go get some more. Go get something. Well, if it's enough, no. But, if you need some more in life, you know, apply yourself. Go hard. Try hard. Try new things. Be adventurous. Fucking, I don't know. Live big. See you later. Those of you wondering what my camping setup looks like, it is literally this right here. Out here in this field of dirt. There's a little bit of cactus if you look. You should look before you set this up. There's a really, just frankly, beautiful mountain range. Just like, and you see a helicopter going over it. I know they're looking at it too. They're like, wow, that is beautiful. Wow. Roger, roger. Beautiful mountain range. Anyway. So, this is everything I have left. My objects. And me. We're getting through. Never give up.